Dear Diary, a reflection on the woman warrior, No Name Woman by Maxine Kingston. May 7th. Dear Diary, Mother told me a story today about an aunt that I didn't even know that I had. She was my father's sister. I thought that he only had brothers. Many years ago, before my family moved to America from China, she committed suicide by jumping into the family's well. It was all because after her husband moved to America, she committed adultery and became pregnant. Their village raided the family home, breaking things, killing livestock, and stealing what wasn't broken. Afterwards, the family cast her away because of the shame that she had brought upon them. She ended up having her baby in the pigsty that night before jumping into the well. My mother found them both in the well the next morning. Things were so different in China. I don't understand how a family could just throw out their daughter and then just forget about her after her death. Here in America, there is shame in adultery and pregnancies out of marriage, but people don't jump into wells because of it. They move on with their life, separated from those who disagree and shame them. The customs of my parents' homeland are so different from things here in America. May 8th. Dear Diary, I've been thinking a lot about my aunt, how she must have felt to be an outcast in her own village and home, how she ended up in the situation that ultimately led to her death, how she went from a beloved only daughter to a forgotten shameful secret. I can only imagine how her life took a downward spiral after her husband left for America. I'm sure the man involved took advantage of her husband's absence, and then she paid the price for it. I can imagine the emotions that she had watching her home be destroyed and then her family forcing her to leave. The fear of having her baby alone and in the pigsty among the filth. It must have been so hard knowing that her child would grow up being a symbol of her adultery and shame. All of this would have been a turning point in her decision to take her child and jump into the well to end both of their lives in their shame. I'm keeping the family secret, but I feel a kindred connection with my aunt. I understand how she felt as an outcast. The Chinese customs and traditions from my parents' country often conflict with what America is. Being a Chinese American makes me different from everyone else. My parents want me to stick to the Chinese culture that I don't really understand, and I also have to fit into the American society too. So here I am, not quite Chinese and not quite American. I'm an outcast just like her. My aunt haunts me, her ghost drawn to me because now, after 50 years of neglect, I alone devote pages of paper to her, though not origamied into houses or clothes. Kingston, 2698.